Outer space may look like an empty void, but it's full of danger. In 2021, the nightmarish collision scenario in the movie Gravity almost happened on the China space station. Twice. The potential disasters were not caused by space debris like in the movie, but two completed 200-kilogram satellites of Elon Musk's Starlink project. The two encounters without any advance notice forced space station crew to carry out emergency avoidance maneuvers. The incidents came to light after China filed a complaint to the United Nations.
The U.S. should respect international outer space laws and immediately take measures to prevent such incidents from happening again. We urge the U.S. to act responsibly to safeguard the lives and safety of all astronauts in orbit.
In China's note to the UN, the first close encounter occurred in July the 1st, after the Starlink satellite lowered its altitude into the orbit of the China space station. On October 21st, just 4 days after a new crew boarded the orbital outpost, another near collision happened when another Starlink satellite rose abruptly to a higher altitude. China's complaint says the satellite was, quote, continuously maneuvering, and the strategy was unknown, suggesting that it was hard for the space station to predict its trajectory. In both incidents, there was no advance warning.
You reduce your altitude. When the altitude is close to our space station, you should inform us. You should inform everybody which has a potential to have collision with you. The owner of the spacecraft, if it has already performed orbit maneuver, it should inform other parties.
U.S. astrophysicist Jonathan McDowell posted graphs on Twitter detailing the incidents and showing that in October, even after the space station took action to avoid a collision, it was still less than 4 kilometers from the satellite. Given that spacecraft travel at speeds of tens of thousands of kilometers per hour, that leaves with very little time to adjust the course if a collision is likely. When Elon Musk talked about a Starlink project in a recent interview, he made no comments about these two incidents, but he rejected the allegations that SpaceX is squeezing out rivals in low Earth orbit. He said space is just extremely enormous and the satellites are very tiny. He said it's like a couple of thousand of cars on Earth. It's nothing. But without traffic rules, crashes can happen on Earth and in space.
Starlink satellite is more than 200 kilograms. So it is very relatively big for this high speed. The outer space is a vacuum condition, so they must live in the pressurized modules of the station. If the damage happened to the station, it may cause the pressurization.
And this wasn't the first time Starlink satellites were involved in such near misses. In 2019, an Earth science satellite of the European Space Agency had to maneuver to dodge another Starlink satellite. According to Hugh Lewis, Europe's leading expert on space debris, Starlink satellites are involved in an average of 1,600 close encounters every week, accounting for nearly 50% of such incidents in space. By the time all of Elon Musk envisioned first constellation of 12,000 Starlink satellites is launched, scientists believe they will account for 90% of such close approaches.
It already caused many problems, also caused dangerous cases for the European satellites. So we hope that the international space community can do something to prevent these kind of things.